Alright, so this is attempt 3 to get the voiceover recorded for this video. With that being said, today I decided to try to attempt a little bit of a homemade crafting activity thing for me to make an activity for my son with this empty Pringle can that I had. I was just looking at this Pringle can this morning. My son happened to be playing with it, and I was like, you know what, I think that would make a good container for a homemade tissue pull type situation to teach some fine motor skills. So I decided to attempt making it. The lid was a little bit harder to cut than I anticipated. The plastic was like more brittle than I was anticipating, so just be careful there. And here I am cutting up the tissue paper. Now I would recommend cutting the tissue paper smaller, and I will be cutting it smaller next time just because the bigger pieces are harder to fit as many pieces in there and just a little bit harder to grab onto, and you have to fold them up really small. So just cut some smaller pieces so you can fit more, so it's a longer activity. I decorated mine with some colored construction paper and just hot glued that on so it looked less like a Pringle can and a little bit more like not a Pringle can, I guess. And then I did test it out at the end just to make sure that you could pull the pieces out through the opening I had cut, and I didn't need to like make the opening bigger or anything. My son did enjoy this. It was a pretty short activity, I will say. If your child's a little bit younger, it may take them longer to figure it out, but it was pretty short for him, but he still enjoys playing with it, and he likes playing with the can itself and the pieces of tissue paper.